Hello and welcome to the first of 4 Adorama videos. And let's go to the first location, which is Focal, not a conference, Las Vegas. We're here today at Focal, not a conference, with the all-new Sony 50mm f1.4 G Master lens. Let's go take some pictures. 50mm lens is an incredible lens for wedding photography. You know, on the channel I talk a lot about the Tamron 35 to 150 f2 to f2.8, but this is a lens that you want to have in companion with that. If you're interested in picking up this lens, there's a link in the description below to head on over to Adorama. And we're doing a day of learning and photography. I'm here to be the host, and I'm not sure what that means. It was just a title that we had to put on the website. So I think, what do? I guess we just eat pizza and hang out and give high fives. Jacob's telling me to walk this way. So I'll enter the B-roll sequence now and we'll begin the day. Not a conference, bifocal. If you want to know the best midday lighting for photography, I'm gonna say it's this. Slightly overcast, but it's still weirdly golden out here. And it's like 10 a.m. And there's a hot tub. Ready to go. Now, a reason that you would want something like this 50mm f1.4 G Master is if you really enjoy the aesthetic look of images shot close to wide open. At 1.4, this lens is amazing, all the way down to whatever you want to shoot it at, but I find myself usually in the 1.4 range, unless I have maybe 2 or 3 people that are on slightly different focus planes. If I'm photographing you where the camera's standing and your partner is directly beside you and the eye line is the same, I can shoot that image at 1.4 and you'll both be in focus. I figured today what we would do is, rather than only focusing on couples portraits, that I would photograph this similar to how I would photograph a wedding, which means doing a lot of candid coverage of other guests as well as the couples. And this should give you a better feel of the 50mm f1.4 G Master lens for Sony. Well, do you guys all want headshots? Focal headshots? Focal headshots.
Headshots where I'm wearing glasses.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna crane my neck.
Is this the Carolyn Tran method?
Yes.
One of the things that I enjoy the most about this specific 50mm f1.4 is the form factor. But yes, there is the 1.2 G Master lens as well as an f1.8 and the Zeiss 55 1.8. This is kind of my happy medium when it comes to weight, when it comes to price, and when it comes to the optics you're actually getting out of the lens. I shot the 50mm f1.2 for most of last year, and in all honesty, while it is an incredible lens and it makes some really magical feeling images, I don't miss it. So if you're on the fence between this and that and you're like, why should I spend the extra money to get the 1.2? I personally don't find myself missing the f1.2, and I prefer the weight and the size of this, even though it's pretty marginal when you put them side by side, but this one definitely is a little bit lighter, and it is definitely less expensive. I'm good at putting lens hoods on. I'm professional. Don't forget to shop at Adorama. Another great thing with this lens is the autofocus speed. It is so fast. It is silent. I'll put this right beside my mic. Nothing. Just birds. And in terms of focus breathing, if you are doing video, you can actually enable focus breathing compensation. There's very limited focus breathing. However, if you are shooting video and you want to get really close to somebody, you can enable focus breathing comp on here. And what that means is when I get closer, the frame's not going to change. This is going to stay exactly the same. And you're going to look perfectly cinematic. Also, video shot at 1.4 looks nice. This is Lachlan, CEO of Focal.
I'm eating a mango, but I'm not really sure that it is a mango.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about what we're doing today? I'll interview you with my body.
I'm gonna put my Dixie plate down first. Today we're actually putting on our March 4th Las Vegas Not a Conference. It is a beautiful time already. We've got some great people coming to hang out. And what's actually really special about this event is it's actually free. Focal had such an amazing year this past year, building amazing websites for photographers, that we decided to do something to give back to the community. And that's what this Not a Conference is. We're shooting at the beautiful Casablanca house today, and then we're going to a cactus nursery to go take some beautiful wedding photos with cactuses. It's gonna be a great day. I'm so happy that everyone's here, and looking forward to having a lot of fun.
And also shop at Adorama. So usually what Sam looks for first is garbage cans or outdoor portable toilet structures or the places that you would never expect to go. He will look at a beautiful scene, he'll be like, that would make an easy layup photo, and he will go do the hard thing first and really slam the creativity into his brain in order to create images that none of us would create here. He also has a bunch of sneaky little tricks and things in his bag that he's always pulling out. It's very creative photographer. I rate myself, in comparison to Sam, I'm a 5 out of 10 when it comes to Sam's 10 out of 10 creativity. Here's the layup shot. Nailed it. So on this G Master lens, you have a new feature, a somewhat new feature. So on your aperture ring here, if you're not locked, you can select your aperture. You can set it to clicky mode or smooth mode. Smooth mode if you're in video, maybe click if you're doing photography. But when you set it to A, that means that you can now control it on your camera here, and you can lock it at A, so you don't accidentally bump it into F16 or something. It's really, really nice. Also the autofocus / manual focus button, it's just in a nice spot. You also get a button here. I've never used these buttons do you use these buttons for anything?
It's just a focus lock.
So Jacob uses this to focus lock. I don't know. I personally don't use them, but I do use them as a bit of a fidget spinner throughout the wedding day. I also use the aperture ring for that as well. It's nice. Today we've been shooting on the Sony Alpha 7R Mark V, which is a camera that you can get at Adorama. And the reason I like it for portrait photography, especially in this style of setting, is because it gives you gigantic, beautiful images. The image quality is amazing. It is incredibly versatile when it comes to photography and video. That if I could only pick one camera for everything that I do, that includes wedding photography or maybe creating wedding videos or creating content here on YouTube, this camera gives me everything that I need. Front-facing screen, very helpful for self-filming. Maybe that's not important to you if you don't do that. And every other feature that I could require really from any commercial job. My jobs kind of end, I would say, I don't really go too much into the full cinema space, which means I'm not shooting Hollywood productions, but I am doing a lot of videos for either wedding couples or for local small businesses, restaurants, or other small business service providers similar to ourselves. Or we're doing work for companies like Sony and out there filming stuff all around the world, like this clip from Portugal.
Got that new Sony A7R Mark V AI autofocus won't leave my eye. Double dials up top, full flip it tilt 61 MP straight ergo built. Whoa, is this a McDonald's?
Sorry for making you watch that, but Magic and I had a really good time making that. Let's go back to taking some pictures. So this here is like a Q2, the Ghost Edition. It's a special edition. It's Q2 just wrapped in a different package. And it's an incredible point and shoot camera. And if I just had to choose one camera to run my entire business with, it wouldn't be this one, but I like it also. I wrote this book. It's about wedding photography. You can find it on Amazon or on Audible right now for to listen to an audiobook. It's kind of written as an audiobook. I kind of wrote the script, so I don't reference anything in the audiobook, like there's no accompanying PDF. So if you get the standalone audiobook, you'll be fine. But it's nice to have a little thing in physical print. Hopefully some more friends come, because I have 17 more books to give away. I have gifts for you. If you would like a book. If you would like a book.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
The gift of books.
Awesome.
Here we are, Cactus Joe's in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're gonna do some more photos out here in a strange and unusual place. Never been anywhere like this. This is a new one. There's a flying saucer. Let's go to the greenhouse. I don't know why. I'm a little nervous about being this close to Cactus. Get that pack mule footage. Oh yeah. So there you have it. Sony 50mm f1.4, an incredible lens for wedding and portrait photography. Really just has a great walk-around lens. You wouldn't expect a prime lens to be an incredible walk-around lens, but I really do enjoy the 50mm focal length for that. If you're at a wedding day, it's a great lens for the entire day. Tamron 35 to 150, f2 to f2.8. Also an incredible choice for an all-day lens. You can get them both over on Adorama. If you're interested in the camera body, there's a link to that as well. Sony a7R Mark V. Thanks for joining us here at Focal, not a conference. We'll see you again next time. Goodbye. And remember, leave only trash and take your footprints with you.
Thank you so much to Adorama for sponsoring this video. And if you're interested in joining us for our next Not a Conference in Maui, there are still tickets available. So come on by and you will join us in another episode of this Adorama show. See you there.